This is awkward occurrence for awkward in entertainment. So I'm going to get into Mr. Laundrie and this Moab couple, Crystal Turner and Kylen Schulte. Now, Kylen Schulte, father pictured bottom left corner, has hired a private investigator to figure out what happened to his daughter and her wife. I believe that's Kylen Schulte's father. Before then, he would sit at a park. Mr. Schulte was sitting at a park with a booth, asking people who know anything, who have seen anything that day his daughter and her wife was killed, to come forward with information. So he was out in the public at a park, sitting at a booth. Now he's hired a private investigator. But I want to get into, why do people think Mr. Laundrie is responsible for this couple's death? So Laundrie and his girlfriend Gabby Petito were in the Moab area, but there's no reports of them ever coming across this couple. And why would Mr. Laundrie, if he had a gun, there's no reports of Mr. Laundrie carrying a gun on this trip. If he had a gun, why would he stalk these two and shoot them and partially undress them? Because this couple was found partially naked and shot to death. Sometimes when you're found partially naked, that's a sign of sexual assault. Then again, like I said, they were shot to death. So some people are thinking Laundrie came across these two in Moab, Moonflower, at a restaurant, wherever. He didn't like their attitude, so he staked out, followed them after they got off work, followed them to a campsite, however long it took them to get to the campsite, however many days after he met them, he stalked them to a campsite, camped out near them by himself, and shot them later on. It just sounds so ridiculous. Police already said he's not connected to their death. I don't believe he's connected to their death because, again, there's no sign of a gun in the Laundrie case. Doesn't mean Mr. Laundrie didn't own a gun. There's just no sign he had a gun on this trip. News reports, police have never said anything about a gun. In Gabby's Petito autopsy, they're saying she was strangled, but they don't say if she was strangled by a rope or a hand. The coroners don't reveal if it was manual or by a rope or some other instrument. You can go back and look at the coroner's report, and you will see, of all the questions he was asked, that was asked if it was manual, by rope, or something else, and he did not comment on how she was strangled. He did not comment. Just for that viewer who wanted to argue, there was a viewer who wanted to argue with me about Gabby Petito's autopsy. She said Miss Petito was strangled manually. I told her no, she wasn't. She said yes, the coroner said it. I said no, the coroner didn't. Go back and look at the video. Then she wanted to argue with me. But I watched that coroner's report. Then I watched 2 hours of extra coverage on WFLL about the coroner's report. So let's continue into this. So there's nothing linking Laundrie to this murder of this couple. Mr. Laundrie isn't homophobic. There's nothing that has came out about Mr. Laundrie being homophobic. If anybody committed this crime against this couple, it's going to be spinned. It's going to be scripted as the suspect was homophobic. If or when they catch the suspect, it's going to be labeled a homophobic attack by a homophobic person. That's how it's going to be. And that's not Brian Laundrie's MO or personality. No one has ever talked about Mr. Laundrie in a way that make him seem homophobic. Rose Davis, none of his friends, no one. Alright. So again, couple found dead, partially naked. Father of one of the victims hired a PI. There's really nothing new in this case. They're talking about using satellites to see. I don't know what they're going to see on the satellites if the satellites don't have 3D imaging If the satellites aren't crystal clear 1080p astral video, I don't understand what they're going to see on satellites. But they're talking about using satellites to help solve this case. The person who parked next to this couple was described as creepy. Creepy looking. Mr. Laundrie isn't creepy looking. He's 23 years old. He's not creepy looking. They never described another person being there. They just said it was the creepy guy. Alright? Alright, they never described that. Because if he was there at night, what do you think Gabby Batista was? By herself somewhere? You think they would have said van? Even though they never said how the suspect looked. But you think they would have said it was a white van. Young guy with a female. Everything went silent. They end up dead. No, that's not how you put one and one together. Alright. Anything else I want to add to this video? No. You're looking for a white male who is homophobic. I'm pretty sure they're going to catch him in this case. And I will get more into the Laundrie case in my next video. I'm not going to talk too much about Mr. Laundrie and Petito in this video. Because this is about the Moab couple. So, anything else before I go? Nah, this is about it. Alright, let me end this out. This has been Awkward Occurrence or Awkward Entertainment. And I'm pretty sure at this camping site these two were, somebody else saw something. So give it a few days, maybe a few weeks. You're going to have some more witnesses. Like you do in a Laundrie case. You have some more witnesses who say they saw this, that, the third. Alright. This has been Awkward Occurrence or Awkward Entertainment. And I will see you in the next video.